amen, I sing it. The Lord said, take it. The Lord said, give it.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Time Out with Shaq. We here, unfortunately we ran into little situations, so our regular scheduled guests will not be on today. We have rescheduled that show to next Sunday, 6 p.m., so tune in. So today, I just want to keep the fans involved and keep the show going. So we just going to have a little, Q&A session. You know what I'm saying? We could just talk and, talk about how everything been going. If you want to be a guest on the show, if you go to my Facebook, you'll see I put the link in there. Just tap that link. Come on. I'll bring you on and you could be a guest on the show. First time I'm doing this. Also, if you got a question, just put in a question box that you want to ask me. And we can talk about it. If it's a topic you want to talk about, put it in the topic and we can talk about it. But I just want to wish everybody well. Hope everybody's doing well with the pandemic and things that's going on of this nature. And we just going, just get into everything and just, just start talking. So first thing I want to do is commend the, CIAC for giving back the basketball season for all the players and everything and stuff like that so they can, play this game. And real quick, just want to say, shout out to my man, Mike Calabrese, man. Mike Calabrese, man. He hooked me up, man, with my mic, with my poster in the back, man. I just want to thank him, man. Shout him out and everything. So, once again, yeah, man, the CIAC, man, I'm just glad these kids are getting the opportunity to, play ball again. We didn't know with the pandemic going on if there would be a season. Right now, it's been going fine, been doing fine. Kids been playing. There's been no issues. And some of the teams that's been doing it last year haven't fallen off yet neither. I mean, you still got the East Catholic, still got the Windsor, still got the Prince Techs. They haven't fallen off right now. I mean, they're beating teams by 40 plus. Man, I'm talking about, man, Coach Smith, he got them Windsor boys playing. They young, they up and coming, man, he got them guys out there, man. I think their last game, they won by 42 points. That was good. Then you got East Catholic. I think their last game, I think they won by maybe 30, 40 points also too. So, there's a lot of changes within the season. There's a lot of changes where, you don't play everybody. You got to play within your region. They also have a new league out, for the CREC League. You got some new teams that's entering in that, so it's a lot of new things happening, man. Shout out to my man, Walter St. Just, man. Just took over for the Buckley, Hopefully some new things will come out of that. But yeah, once again, man, anybody, man, y'all tapping in, just, send a question you want to ask this way or comment you want to talk about. We're going to talk about it for the time that we on. This is, special segment. I mean, like I said, I just want to, say a prayer out to, my guy that was supposed to be on, what I'm saying? He's something's going on right now, but just want to send my love and everything. Also, I definitely, man, I definitely want to say a prayer, man, and hearts out to the Ford family back in my hometown of New London, man. They lost a son. And, I know, what it's like to, lose a child as I, lost a son of my own, my oldest, what I'm saying, some years back. So, I know the pain, but we got to stop all this senseless violence going on in all our cities here in Connecticut, whether it's New Haven, Hartford, Bridgeport, Waterbury, New London, Groton, just wherever. We got to stop that. And I just want to say, pray for my city, man. Let's pray for New London. My heart goes out. I'm green and gold till I die. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I think them giving back to the CIAC, back to the kids and stuff, was a great thing, and hopefully it'll work itself out. Maybe we'll get a state championship tourney or something. I don't know yet, but they're talking about that, and that's being in the works and everything. But I mean, let's talk about it. Some of the top teams are still on the map. Like I said, East Catholic, I mean, bolsters one of the fiercest front lines, in the state. And that starts off with, 6'8", 6'9", Brody Limerick. I mean, this kid's wiry, athletic, jump out the gym, block shots, working on his jump shot. At the guard position, they got CJ. What I'm saying? Wilson, man, this kid is dynamic, lefty, get to the rack, pull up jump shots, everything. They got a dynamic freshman in James Jones, out of New Britain area, and I mean, this kid is dynamic. Both, I think he's about 6'5", maybe now. I mean, very athletic, wiry. They got a lot of young guys over there, at East Catholic that can really, light it up. Then we can go to Windsor. They boast probably the youngest team in the state to me, if I seen one. They got young Tyler Betsy, Raymond Rodriguez, Troy McCoy Jr., Quentin Floyd. The list goes down. I mean, they're loaded, and they're going to be loaded for some years to come. I mean, there's a lot of teams. Prince Tech, they got the dynamic Jackson. I mean, I don't know how many it is of them. It's a lot of Jacksons, man. I mean, we may look at the new Jackson 5 out here, man. I mean, they got young Tyshawn Jackson, who's holding it down. Dejon Nelson, who just went off for 35 the other night, a big 35. They got him over there. So it's going to be real interesting to see if Prince Tech can, duplicate what they did last year. Shout out to Coach May, Coach Beebe, and that coaching staff over there. You got Hartford Public, they're looking to find their niche, but they got some dynamic players over there. Wayne Martin, Jaquel Harris. They got some few players over there. I mean, it's going to be good. You got Weaver. They got a couple dynamic players, DeMar Artis. They got some big 6'9" kid over there too. He's been looking real good. They got a wiry young guard and Albert. He's gets to the rack and everything. So still a lot of guys left in the CCC that can play. But then you go down to the southern state. When you go to the ECC, oh man, they're loaded in that conference. New London boasts one of the best backcourts in the conference, maybe one of the toughest backcourts in the state, with Rodia, Pedro Perry, and Tyshawn Pemberton Cunningham. Like, these two guys, man, I mean, together can average about 40, like, between them. You go to NFA, they got some sharpshooters over there. Jared, I mean, this kid, doesn't have range anywhere. His range goes out to the half court line if you let him. Then you go to Ledger, you got Darrell Cagle, you got Jabari Jones, you got, you know what I'm saying? I mean, oh my God, LeBron Maurice. I mean, they got some guys over there. Then you go to Waterford, they got the big guy in the middle, O'Connell. They got young Tyson Wheeler Jr. They got a couple other guards on there on St. Bernard's team. I mean, they're just loaded. NFA got a dynamic freshman in Nas. Saying this kid is dynamic. I mean, gets in and out. I mean, his games, he been having 21, 22, first varsity game, put up 8. I mean, like it's going crazy. I mean, and you can even go out over there to other schools, like South Windsor. They got young Madden Coop. This kid, I mean, y'all need to watch out. This kid is averaging, I think, about 18 as a freshman. Like averaging 18 as a freshman. I think he had 2 games where he put up 18 each of those games. I mean, you go out to Canton, you got Mahari Taylor. You go to Farmington, you got Ja'Kai Veal, Connor, you got Riley. Like, it's a lot of dynamic kids, man, young, up and coming. New Haven reloaded, and I'm hearing they're going to be loaded for the next few years. Shout out to my man Ty Sullivan, who was once a guest on my show. West Haven, he got West Haven rocking right now. So, I mean, during the pandemic, we still get to watch some great basketball. Even when we go to the girls' side of it, you got shout out to Coach Millsap, one of the best to ever do it in high school basketball, who is now taking the reins of New London girls, trying to get them back to championship dominance. So, it goes to say on both sides of the ball. Also, we can't leave out Capital Prep boys. They're looking real strong this year, and their lead go-to guy, Keyshawn Mitchell. What I'm saying? They're looking real good. So, like I said, anybody want to join the show, the link is in my page. What I'm saying? Just click the link, come on, and I'll put you on as a guest. Or like I said, if you got any comments, just put it in the comment box and we can talk about it if you want. But, yeah, so we just looking at, I mean, then you got the prep school ranks. The prep school Notre Dame, prep West Haven, they're looking real good in the prep rank. Shout out to, my guy, Jim Jackson Slim. He got some guys, as they say, putting in dog hours. I'm talking about dog hours. So it's looking real good, I'm just happy that these kids get opportunity to step back on the court, play the game they love, get seen by coaches, get their tapes together, ready for college. And I'm just loving when it gets fully back stored. High school basketball is going to be back because a lot of young talent, man, a lot of young talent, so it's looking real good. Shout out to my guy, Mace Cottrell, another up and coming young baller doing his thing. Kanye Foster. I mean, I can go down the line of, guys that's doing it, and everything like that. So, I just want to just let them know and shout them out, what I mean? But yeah, once again, man, definitely, want to shout out my guy, Mike Calabrese, man, for hooking me up with my set. Got the podcast looking real nice right now, and yeah, his son is one of the top shooters. If not in the CCC, he's one of the top shooters in the state of Connecticut, Ian Calabrese. So y'all need to stay on the watch out for that young guy, man. That boy can light it up. Had him on my show. He said, man, listen, I'm trying to be the best shooter there is, so, shout out to him, man. The kid Ian, man, he's going to put Simsbury on his back and, lead them to prominence before he leaves. So shout out to him. But yeah, once again, man, I mean, people chime in. Give me y'all thoughts, man. How y'all feel about the season? How the season been going for, high school basketball? You know what I'm saying? I mean, let me know. Like I said, I mean, who y'all got as top fives in the state? Who are your top five teams in the state? I mean, who's your top players in the state? I mean, let me know. Come on now. I know y'all out there. The show don't stop. We gonna talk about it. This is what we here for. It's a timeout with Shaq. So take a time out with me. Speak your mind, speak your voice, let it be heard, and let's talk about it. Let's just talk about everything that's going on. So yeah, so let me see. We got Mike Calabrese. Mike Calabrese. He says Windsor and Northwest Catholic is loaded. Oh yeah, let me speak about that. Northwest. Totally forgot about them. Northwest is definitely loaded. Matty Curtis, sharp shooter. I mean, man, they are loaded. They got the 6'7" wingman Hayden. They got the young shooters out there at Northwest. I mean, they're definitely loaded. So we definitely want to, watch out for them and stuff like that, because they're definitely going to make some noise. They're coached by the legend, Coach Marabella, who actually got a chance to coach McDonald's All-American game, like that was big for Connecticut, saying, you got New Britain out there. Shout out to my man, Kurt Reese, always got them battling, and he got a young stud out there, Tyrone, Cummins, man, this kid is super athletic, built like a running back, like crazy, but, yeah, man, I'm just happy I could be here with y'all and just share with y'all some knowledge and share with y'all just everything about the game, man. It's a blessing, for us to go through this. We not knowing if there be any sports of any kind, but it is, So shout out to that, man. But yeah, man, just we need to just be on the lookout, because they may put an asterisk by this season because it's a pandemic, how they did the NBA when, I think the Spurs won it in the lockout season and they got an asterisk next to their name. They won it. It was a short season. So, they may put an asterisk next to, the 2021 Connecticut high school season because of the pandemic and what was going on. So, but I think it'll be all right though, But yeah, But my thing is, and I'm just a realist, man. I don't know who's gonna win it this year, for basketball, because there's some sleepers. There's some tough coaches out there, man. Shout out to my man Dave Cornish, man. He's been at Ledger, man. I mean, you can't take nothing away from this guy, man. I think his day is coming to where he's gonna ultimately win that championship. I mean, he's been to quarterfinals, semifinals, and been to conference championships, conference finals, coach some of the baddest guys to come through Ledger. So, his resume's big. He's gonna get that championship, I feel, if he remains, at Ledger, he'll get one and hopefully bring one to Ledger, hopefully my alma mater, New London, can get back to the days of where we put banners up in that gymnasium. You walk in Conway Gymnasium, man, it's like walking into Titletown or Chicago or somewhere. It's nothing but banners up there. College basketball has been wide open. I mean, the men's game, I don't know, but I feel my Michigan, We, 13-1, maybe I think 14-1 now. Going to be good. Oh, also not to go back, but I forgot to mention, the guy, Donovan Clingan, Bristol Central, top 50 in the country. Like he's really putting the team on his back. I mean, we haven't seen a 7-foot specimen of that kind in like I don't know how long. But this kid, I mean, commands triple teams, double teams, and still scores the ball. Like, I mean, if he's not a McDonald's All-American this year, I don't know. I mean, he's in the running for Gatorade Player of the Year, McDonald's All-American. If they had Parade Magazine, he'll be in the running for Parade Magazine All-Team. Oh man, this kid can really go. Yeah. Hold on. We got Mike Calvary said since Andre Drummond. Yes. We haven't seen a big like that since Drummond. I mean, this kid literally, I mean, around the basket, I mean, he's got offers from every major school there is. I mean, he just got an offer from my favorite college, Michigan. Juwan Howard, legendary, just offered him. I mean, this kid is going crazy. He's moved up to 39th in the class of 2022. That's crazy. I mean, he's from Connecticut, 39. Like, I mean, it's crazy, man. Like, this kid can really play the game. I just hope it translates to college, because like I said, like I tell people, there's different levels, to this game. It's totally different levels. You got your preschool, your middle school, your high school, your college, your pros. So it's going to be crazy. He's been offered by UConn, but I don't know, man. UConn with getting Connecticut kids, it hasn't worked out. I hope it does. I mean, he'll definitely pack the XL Center, definitely pack, Gamble Pavilion, and he'll be the highest Connecticut recruit to go there since. I mean, Cliff Robb, Chris Smith probably. But yeah, it's gonna be real interesting, real special. So yeah, we high school season is gonna be real crazy. It's gonna be real crazy. I just want to see how the season ends. If we can go the whole season without it getting shut down. So far, we've been good. It hasn't had any cases. Let's knock on wood here, and hopefully we can finish the season. Hopefully they can get a state champion, and it's a sad day in CIAC sports also with the closing of Sacred Heart High School. Sacred Heart High School will be closing, so they no longer will be in the CIAC. So, that's a sad day. And then we can go down to Waterbury. Waterbury got some ballers. WCA has one of the premier sharpshooting guys in the state, and that's Zion Lott. If you haven't seen this kid play, I think y'all need to go and watch this guy play, man. I mean, this kid can shoot it, get to the rack, dunk the ball, and his father wasn't nothing nice. His father was something crazy. Like, I mean, his father could put the ball in the bucket and everything. So, it's going to be crazy, So you go downstate and watch this guy play, you'll see what I'm talking about. Zion Lott, so we got another comment on here. All them Catholic schools should be in their own conference. They recruit and keep them on it. Yeah, I feel that too. They should they have their own conference. Everybody should have their own conference and stuff like that, and they keep their kids together. I feel that way too. But yeah, I think the public school game is going to be back with the young up and coming guys we got. It's going to be real. It's going to be real crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base, with you guys, so I can keep the show going, keep the show going on, But we'll definitely be back next Sunday, 6 p.m. Definitely with our, interview. Like I said, due to certain circumstances, we couldn't do it this Sunday, but we'll definitely be back. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I appreciate all my fans, logging on each and every Sunday to watch. Once again, you can check me out on different platforms. You can check me out on YouTube. You check me out on my Facebook page. You can check me out on Get Vocal on different platforms. Also, listen to, my podcast, which is on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Check out my podcast. I also got other podcasts that's going on right now called Shattered Dreams. Oh, you don't want to miss those right there. Those right there is something special. So once again, man, I just want to say, peace and blessings to everybody. Peace and blessings to everybody who had a birthday in February. Shout out Black History Month. And just everybody just remain healthy, and just I'll see you guys next week.